Don in London, hello. It's June 4th, 2009. In the UK, it's a half sunny day. My video is all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour. My substance, alcohol; my behaviour, workaholic, relationshipaholic. I guess trying to be as good as I could get. Not perfect, knew I couldn't be that, but I would strive towards it. And I guess often I wanted to make progress. And I probably measured myself in the wrong way. The measures being my usefulness to other people, the amount of money I used to earn, the hours I put into the job, and the result, whether there was a good result or a bad result. So those are all external fixes, if you like, to how I might feel about myself. And it doesn't actually, it doesn't cover self-esteem, confidence, faith. It's more about ego, brave-facing, and covering up the fear of getting it wrong. So these days, on a daily basis, I can get it so wrong. People get hurt, and in hurting another person, I hurt myself. So these days, I try not to hurt others, and I've made a decision to alter my one or two of my meetings in order that the truth can be found of the situation without me, and that's even better because I don't need to try and teach or push a person into a particular point of view. Certainly not my point of view. So important here on YouTube. Everybody's unique, authentic, with their own take on life today, and hopefully the AA program, Alcoholics Anonymous, of which I am a staunch believer in, can help me. And it helped me stop drinking, keeps me sober a day at a time, and keeps me asking those questions. Can I change? What need I change about me and my outlook and behaviour, attitude and behavioural change? So AA, the fellowship, helps me on a daily basis just to keep calibrating. And I had a bit of a run-in yesterday, and quite rightly, information given was received as if it was a criticism, and sometimes that happens, not intended, but that's the way it landed. So I own up to my part in that, and it hurt another person, and that hurt me. So I need to acknowledge it and share it, but that's my truth. They may feel differently, and that's absolutely right. In the process of this, it means that I will alter some of my behaviour in the future, which is what is good about the programme. We don't have to hang on to old ideas of being in the right, and then telling everybody what it is, because I don't know what's right for you. So I can only share my experience, strength and hope of what works for me in recovery from addiction. And a keystone in that, or a main plank in that, has got to be fellowship. The fellowship of AA, which enables me to find out who I am on a daily basis, because hopefully I'm changing on a daily basis to take account of what is going on and not what I wish it to be. So AA has a preamble shared at every meeting. In London there are 720 or so per week, and this preamble is shared to explain what the fellowship can and cannot do and where it focuses. So I don't speak for AA, never can, never will. Unique, authentic people go to AA, and they remain unique and authentic. So the AA preamble secures this, and it says, Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is the desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organisation or institution. It does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. And if I feel for any reason that my presence might actually undermine sobriety, that is not me being less confrontational. It's about keeping AA safe, and sometimes we upset people and they need a space to share the truth of their situation. So I'm modifying, and it's not for me to try and resolve it. It's not for me to try and put my point of view. It's not for me to try and change another person's mind or their attitude or behaviour. All I can do is make it right in my own mind, how to be helpful to me and how to be helpful generally. So that means I am not the guru, I am not on a pedestal. I can only share as I see and as I live. So it's not being right or wrong, it's just making sure life can go along as it can do. And I don't need to assert being right or wrong. What I need to assert is, am I on the right path? Am I getting some wisdom? Am I finding serenity in knowing what I can and cannot do? And the answer is yes. Absolutely. I can do one thing, change me, my outlook, my attitudes and my behaviour. But I can't change where I am. I am in recovery. I can't go back to drinking. I don't want to, actually. And it has no absolute intrinsic value, because it won't improve my life one iota, drinking alcohol. So that's good. But behaviour can come out in different ways, and that can be controlling, manipulating, or just plain ugly. And I don't want to be that way. So what helps me? 12 steps of action, attitude and behavioural change, which are 12 steps of AA. And the fellowship, which offers unity, service and recovery, which is steps get me right. The fellowship is kept right, if you like, by those 3 tenets of unity, recovery and service, which means that we go, we find out, we come away, and we learn our path. And not to be too dogmatic or phlegmatic, is that the right word? Doesn't matter. Daily Reflections offers readings to do with the 12 steps, and June is all about step 6, which is about having our defects removed by God. And as you know by now, on any given day I can believe in God, I can be an agnostic atheist. Depends on my life experiences, but what I do know is I ain't God. I'm not God in any shape or form, and I'm just equal to other people. I don't want to be bigger or smaller. I just want to be me, and let everybody else get on with their lives happily, and make connections or not as life goes on. So for June 4th, in the Daily Reflections, and it's also the political elections in the UK for some of our local government and Euro MPs, that should prove interesting for a lot of people. It says here, letting go of our old selves. Carefully reading the first 5 proposals, we ask if we have omitted anything, for we are building an arch through which we shall walk, a free man or woman, at last. Are we now ready to let God, good conscience, or whatever it is that is our higher power, remove from us all the things which we have admitted are objectionable? And for me, they do go under those 3 headings: brave-facing, ego, and fear. So there is an adjective for every sort of negative, isn't there? So if there is, I'm probably able to do any of them at any time, as a reaction rather than a response. And it goes on to say, the 6th step is the last preparation step. Although I have already used prayer extensively, and that's meditation too, I have made no formal request of my higher power in the first 6 steps. I have identified my problem, come to believe there is a solution, made a decision to seek this solution, and have cleaned house. I now ask, am I willing to live a life of sobriety, of change, to let go of my old self? I must determine if I am truly ready to change. I review what I have done and become willing for God to remove all my defects of character, or good conscience, or working with others so I understand what they are. For in the next step I will ask my Creator, or tell my Creator, tell or ask, I don't know. I am willing and will ask for help. If I have been thorough in the preparation of my foundation, and feel that I am willing to change, then I am ready to continue with the next step. If we still cling to something, we will not let go. We ask God or good conscience or other help, to help us be willing. And I extend it from just being God, because a lot of people have their own construct and understanding of their higher power, and I have mine. And I like Gandhi's understanding about it. God is truth, God is love. And as somebody else said, God works through people. So there is an absolute connection in some sort of spiritual sense to making sense of this one day. And the spiritual connection is being able to cope in reality with less denial and less filters. So if we've done something which has hurt another person, it blinking well hurt me back, and I don't want to carry on like that. So I'm making spaces to find and grow and be right-sized with myself and other people. Not easy. So the serenity prayer, to God, good conscience, or whatever it is that is your higher power, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It is always just for one day.